Hey, what's going on, people? Your boy Mad Mike coming at you guys with yet another Atlanta Falcons video. If you're new to the channel, go hit that subscribe button. Tell your friend to come chat Falcons football with your boy, as well as join the Mad Mike membership for $1.99, $5.99, $9.99, whichever you decide, to help your boy become the #1 source for Atlanta Falcons news here on YouTube. But let's get straight to it, man. Three things that the Atlanta Falcons Deone Bucannon can help with this Atlanta Falcons defense. There's three things that stood out to me where I see he can contribute the most for the Atlanta Falcons. And the first one for me, honestly, is the ability to make a huge impact. That intimidating factor, that big hit in the middle of the field where offensive, the offensive players, it really doesn't matter whether it's receivers, tight ends, running backs. We have been getting destroyed by any and everyone over the middle. For me personally, I think is for two reasons that immediately come to mind. Is one is Keanu Neal. Keanu Neal has had two back-to-back season-ending injuries with his torn Achilles as well as his ACL, and quite frankly, that intimidating factor has not been there. All right, those are two reasons why the Falcons have been across the, just been getting destroyed across the middle by tight ends, by guys you would never know to be big impact players. So when it comes down to it, man, Deone Bucannon, with his ability to not only tackle well, but he's a big hitter. All right, he's a guy that can get turnovers with his big hits. The Atlanta Falcons need that guy in the middle of the field, outside of Keanu Neal, who can provide that intimidation factor that we so desperately need with the Atlanta Falcons. And again, tackling a guy who could be insurance for Keanu Neal. If Keanu Neal does not come back as the player that we need and we grown to love, he's that big hit guy. He's that guy who's going to knock guys clean the heck out, and he's going to give guys alligator arms when they try to go across the middle. They think they're going to make an easy catch. No, we don't need that. We need Keanu to come back and provide that intimidation factor, as well as Deone Bucannon, and this is a place where I think Deone Bucannon can be a huge asset for the Atlanta Falcons as a tackler, as well as a big hit safety. So when you look at it, that's the first one, which I absolutely love. But the second reason, this is something that I truly believe that is going to be a huge plus for the Atlanta Falcons and their success this year, and this is special teams. All right, special teams is vital to the league, to be honest. If you don't have a special teams that are consistent, they don't make a ton of mistakes, they tackle well, and they don't get up big runs, you're gonna play a huge factor for the Atlanta Falcons. And recently we know what happened to Jojo Tavecchio, what happened to Matt Bryant. Those guys didn't play consistently. Our special teams, as far as our return, it was inconsistent, as well as tackling. So the Atlanta Falcons have had issues with tackling, and having a guy like a Deone Bucannon, who is he is consistent tackler, and having a young guy like Jalen Hawkins, Sherrod Neesman, these guys are going to fight for special teams, a place on special teams. Those guys don't perform well. This is going to leave a huge spot open for Deone Bucannon to be a guy who can contribute, because like I said before, this guy is an excellent tackler. He knows how to lay the wood on people, and the way the current NFL is going right now, even with the lack of returns, just in case these guys have get loose, you're going to need a guy in the secondary on special teams that could provide that sure tackling and intimidation factor. All right, the intimidation factor on special teams is just as big as it is on defense, and I think this is one of the most underrated aspects of the team that the Falcons have to improve, is the special team. So when it comes down to it, I don't think Deone Bucannon will be a special teams player, but he will be asked to contribute if Jalen Hawkins and Sherrod Neesman, these guys, don't play a role on the defensive side of the ball as far as the special teams is concerned. So, again, you guys new to the channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Join the Mad Mike membership, $199, $599, $999, whichever you decide, to help your boy become the #1 source of news here on YouTube. And the third and final one is leadership on defense, experience. All right, this is huge for me. Is that the Atlanta Falcons have had not only issues in the secondary. All right, we know Desmond Trufant is no longer with the team, so you have guys who are not only, these guys are young. You have a AJ Terrell, who was the Falcons' #1 pick in this coming draft. You have Isaiah Oliver, who is coming along greatly, according to not only Dan Quinn, but you have Joe Witt, you have Raheem Morris. These guys have high hopes for him. They're going to play a little bit more of a physical. They're going to be a little bit more physical as far as the secondary is concerned. I think they're going to play much more two-man. They're going to play a little bit two-man, man defense, as well as cover two. The Falcons are going to go, they're still going to play a little bit more zone, which actually entails these guys to be more intelligent. So when you have a guy like, a Deone Bucannon, who understands the ins and outs of not only the NFL, but he understands the details as far as being a safety and what it is expected from a safety, a guy that played not only strong safety but free safety. He's going to be a guy that can help a guy like Jalen Hawkins, Keanu, not Keanu Neal, but a guy like young guys like Sheffield, who can kind of get these guys, in the right place, understand what they need to be doing. And this is one of those areas where the Atlanta Falcons have had their issues in recent years. It's just, they just don't have a lot of guys who understand what they need to be doing. So I think this is going to be a terrific pickup for the Atlanta Falcons as far as experience is concerned. I love what I see from Deone Bucannon. Again, this guy can play at linebacker. He can play at the middle linebacker if need be. He can play at the weak side, so as well as play a safety. You can play him in 4-2-5 situations, formations. You can play him in 4-4 situations, bare fronts and whatnot. So the Falcons have a player that can move around, can do multiple things, as well as just put him at linebacker, as well as Keanu Neal. So let me know what you guys think about this, man. This has been 3 things to watch for, and your boy Mad Mike is out, man. Peace.